Hey guys, I'm Digi-Dudes.
No, I'm Digi-Dudes.
You're Digi-Dude?
Yeah.
Then that means I'm Billiam. This is Pico Digi-Dude, and we are the Digi-Dudes.
Oh man, I accidentally did it again.
We are extra silly today. Thank you guys for watching. Welcome back. These little dudes got sick last week, so that's why we didn't have an episode.
Tape.
And we got a cassette tape. In the last 2 weeks, we've got a bunch of stuff to show off, and plus our episode. So let's start with our stuff.
Our cassette tape.
All right. So what came in the mail 2 weeks ago now
It's a cassette tape.
is a cassette tape, but not just any cassette tape, a super awesome one.
Cassette tape.
Alex the Ninth Digi-Destined EP came out, and we got. Honestly, I think we might have been the first purchase. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm like 90% sure. But we might have been the first one to purchase the album. The moment we saw that it came out, let's check it out here. Hold on, Digi-Dude. Check out the cassette itself. It looks awesome. Hold on, Pico Digi-Dude.
This looks kind of fake.
No. You've never seen a cassette before. This is the first time Digi-Dude has ever seen a cassette before. I was explaining to him, this is how Daddy used to listen to music when I was a kid. And then it also came with this really cool card. Let's show that off too. Here, signed by Alex himself, with a very sweet note on the back. And this has his original songs on there, plus when you purchase it, you also got a digital download of a song that's not in the album, that's never been released, which was honestly worth it worth it alone. This thing was incredibly cheap. He makes no money off of it. This is by a bunch of friends of ours actually worked on this. Virgil, who's a very good friend of ours, Trailmon on Instagram, did the cover art for this. Milk Crate Records, which is also Milk Pixel, is his label. Everybody involved are super nice guys, really fun, awesome Digimon fans with a fun, awesome project. So I just want to show this off because I was super stoked to get it. And honestly, purchasing it just for the digital downloads of the album was worth it. But to get a physical cassette tape with this really nice card came with it. It also came with a Digimon card too, over here. Which this is not actually the one it came with. I swapped out the Digimon out of my green deck for the one that it came with just because it came with it. So I put it in my green deck. And then we also got in the mail...
Digimon Comics! Issue 1, Issue 2, and Issue 4!
Yep, we got Issue 1, 2, and 4 of the Digimon comic published by Dark Horse Comics. If you guys didn't know, this whole stack here behind me is comic books. There's stacks of comic books over there. There's stacks of comic books over there. I am a huge comic book fan.
He has pretty much every single comic in the whole wide world.
I wouldn't say that, but my comic book collection is massive. And as soon as I found out there was a Digimon comic, I immediately had to go out and buy some. I found these out from actually Lost in Translation Mon's channel. If you're not familiar with her, please go check it out. It's an awesome channel.
Read comics all day. Read Digimon comics. Listen to cassette tapes. Play Digimon cards. Watch TV. Play Digimon.
Digimon everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I saw them on her channel. She was showing them off. She has almost a complete collection of them. And as soon as I found out about them, I had to go out and pick some up. And I got these on eBay for a really good price because they actually they didn't put the space in between issue 1 and 2. So it read as issue 12 and issue 4. So I got them for a really good price because issue 1 is actually kind of pricey here in the U.S. at least.
Let's eat it.
Don't eat my comics. Alright, so now that we got that done, we got some awesome punk rock Digimon music. We got some awesome vintage Digimon comics. Let's talk more Digimon. Let's do the squad update. On my English release of the DMX, I've got Platinum Numemon going on here, who is super cool.
I didn't even open this. I don't even know how to.
And then on my Wingardium Z, I got Hungyongmon. Sorry for butchering the name. I've always been bad at pronouncing his name. He is the Deva and one of the super awesome legendary Digimon of the digital world. Honestly, this guy in the lore of the Digimon world is like OP. Up there with one of the definite powerhouses, Digimon. So now that we got through all of the awesome new Digimon stuff we got, the squad update, let's talk about the Vital Bracelet.
The Vital Bracelet is super cool!
It is. The Vital Bracelet is one of the newest products from Digimon, and it's absolutely amazing. Let's see who I actually have right now as part of the squad update, too.
Yeah!
I've got Garuru Metal.
And that guy's awesome, dudes!
He's one of the new Metabots characters made for the Metabots Digimon crossover DIM, which is the one I'm running right now. So as you guys can see here, mine does not look like the standard Vital Bracelet. I have these custom adapters here on the side that I picked up off of Etsy, and a new watch strap on it that I got from Amazon. Because mine is the Vital Bracelet is a bit small for my wrist. My wrist is kind of thick. So I do have my original Wave 1 Vital Bracelet here.
But it broke.
It came with a faulty heart rate monitor in it, so I had to have it replaced.
Oh.
But you can see the difference here of what it looks like.
Oh, what about the other one you broke?
I also had another one that actually blew up on me and caught on fire in the inside of it.
Wait,
Yeah.
it's on actual fire?
Yeah, it did. That one I have no idea what happened. In here where the DIM card port is, started to catch on fire on the internals of my other one. This is actually my third Vital Bracelet. And you know what they say, third time's a charm, right?
Yep.
So, let's take a look at actually everything going on. We have our DIM card port here.
Well, at least this one lasted way longer than them all.
Mm-hmm. And we have our top and bottom button and our charger port here. Let's go over
And
one more
the
thing
Vital Bracelet.
about it is that we have our on and off switch back here. So now that we've gone over the buttons and everything that's going on with it, let's start with some nifty things and tips already, because that's what this episode's about. This is about a tutorial on the Vital Bracelet, but how to be the most efficient with it to get the most amount of vital values, the most amount of trophies, and to get all those Digimon you want to raise.
And also, if you buy a Vital Bracelet, just so you know, they're very tasty if you end up eating one.
Yes, Digi-Dude is eating 5 or 6 by now, right?
Yeah.
So, the Digivice V is a little different than the Vital Bracelet. We're going to be talking more about the Vital Bracelet here because that is what I have. I do not have a Digivice V. Hardware-wise, they're pretty much identical. They have a little bit of a different screen in them, but it's almost entirely just software-wise that makes them different there, and appearances of what you're going to see on the screen. But again, we're talking about the Vital Bracelet versus the Digivice V because I don't have it. If I get one down the future, we'll talk and compare more of those, but they're pretty much identical anyway, so a lot of this will overlap into it. So, one thing that a lot of people have trouble with is losing vital values on their Vital Bracelet. If they're not a very active job, or they're in long car rides and things like that, you're going to end up losing your vital values. So if you know something like that's going to happen, there's no rest or sleep mode in this, like some of these newer devices have. What you can do, and what I like to do, is I like to just turn it off. Just flip the switch here, turn it off, and then that completely stops and freezes everything that's going on. And then you can start it back up, and it will have nothing happen to your Digimon. Your Digimon will stay exactly where he is. You're not going to lose a single vital value, trophies, evolution time. Everything will just stop right there. And then the only thing you're going to have to do is just reset your time and date when you turn it back on. And that's it. Also, when your battery dies on it, it goes completely, you need to charge it, goes completely dead, the same thing's going to happen. Your Digimon's going to be exactly where he was when it died. So if you have a bunch of vital values, you're going to keep them when the battery dies. But if it's been off and it's been sitting on your dresser or your desk or something, and then you're going to lose your vital values anyway when the battery dies. But wherever your Digimon is at that point in time when the battery dies, it's just going to stop right there. And as soon as you charge it and then push that button on, push the side buttons there after it's charged, it'll ask you to set the time and date, and your Digimon will be back up and running just where it was. There's another thing you can do is put your Digimon in the app, and that can also pause them. We'll talk about the app more in a little bit. I'm not really going to show it off, but I will talk about it a bit. Then the third option for pausing your Digimon is that if you don't have a Digimon in your second slot there, as you can see here, you go over to your light bulb on the Vital Bracelet. You click that. You click your backup. If you don't have a Digimon set in there, you can put your Digimon in there, and that will also pause it right where it is. That's another nifty one I've done more recently. I've been doing that instead of actually turning it off, because I like to use mine as an actual watch. I use mine for my watch all the time. So if I'm busy, I know I'm not going to be able to keep up my vital values, or if I'm not going to be able to get my trophies before an evolution time there, I like to put them in that second slot. It'll pause them right where they are, and then when I'm ready, pull them back out and be up and running again with them. That's another nifty trick to keep your Digimon from losing value values and stopping them from evolving, or anything you need to rest them for, basically. Now, let's talk about...
cooler stuff!
Let's talk about trophies now. One thing is...
Okay.
Is it your Digimon... Well, let's talk about evolution first, actually. That's a better one.
And that's cooler.
Much cooler, as he says. We'll start talking about evolutions. Your Digimon will automatically Digivolve from baby to baby 2 to child to adult level, no matter what. When they Digivolve, the only time it matters on different requirements are going to be from child to adult, but there's always that bad care Digimon, what you'll get by doing nothing. No trophies, no battles, no vital values. You'll still Digivolve into at least that one bad care Digimon.
Yes,
no matter what.
Yes.
Your vital values will carry over from your baby to baby 2 to child level. So whatever you've been collecting throughout that entire time will carry over into child level 2. Yeah. Which can be very helpful and useful for getting some of those high vital value Digimon for like the better care ones. Yeah. Right, Debbie dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
there's in the way of my eyes, so I have to close my eyes.
And then going from there, again, we get our better care Digimon down to our bad care Digimon, depending on how many trophies, battles, and vital values you have. For adult level, you don't actually have to win your battles. You just have to do the battles.
Yeah.
So if it says for your Digimon to have 8 battles, you don't have to win those 8 battles. You just have to have 8 battles. So that can be really useful, because sometimes it's hard to win those battles to get those win percentages for your different evolutions. Because once you go into getting perfect level and ultimate level Digimon, you're going to need to start caring more about your win percentage for those evolutions. A lot of them will have different ones. They're saying you have to have a 50% win percentage to Digivolve into this Digimon, or a 70% win percentage, or a 70% win percentage. There you go, guys. That's how we speak. In order to get this Digimon. And a way to ensure that you win those battles, or help ensure that you win those battles, is that once you see the Digimon pop up and who you're going to fight, if it's not a battle you don't think you can win, hold down that bottom button, your Digimon can run away. And then you just restart the battles again. There. Let's talk about the app now a little bit. Now we mentioned it. If you guys are able to get the app in your region, I highly recommend it. It's not necessary in order to use your Vital Bracelet, but man, does it make things easier. Right, Debbie dude?
Yeah!
So with the app, you can store Digimon on there that will stop them from aging. You can have multiple storage capsules in there to store your Digimon on. You can store them temporarily just on the home screen too. You can battle people online, which then can get your battles in. You'll also gain vital values from those battles. And then you can use different items to heal your Digimon if they get injured after a battle on your Vital Bracelet. Or you could also use items to increase their happiness, their exercise rates, and to make them, give them vital values also. There's vital value items there. You can also give them items to decrease the amount of evolution time too. So your Digimon will Digivolve faster. Now we're talking about evolution time. One thing I do want to let you guys know, that if you don't get your evolution requirements in within the evolution time will just reset. You guys, honestly, unless you're really trying to grind for a certain Digimon for a certain time and things like that. If you're a more casual person, a more casual tamer, honestly, don't worry about the evolution time that much. Getting your trophies in, your vital values in, your battles in. Do it at your own pace, because your evolution times will reset for you. As soon as you hit that peak and it doesn't meet any requirements, like if you're going to go for your perfect or ultimate level Digimon, it'll just reset on you. And then start back at 24 hours, because that's what the evolution time is going to be, to go from adult level to perfect level is 24 hours. On the Vital Bracelet is 24 hours of active time, not sleep time. And then same thing going from ultimate to perfect level. From perfect level to ultimate level is going to be another 24 hours of active time. So it's about 3 days for most people. If you do have another Digimon in that backup slot on your Vital Bracelet here, it will jogress automatically if they are compatible for an evolution. And it's got to be compatible with your active Digimon, not your stored Digimon. Your stored Digimon actually won't Digivolve at all. It will remain in your storage slot there. So, for instance, I'm actually trying to go for Omega Knight on here. I have a Grey War in storage, and now I have a Guru Metal as my active. So then, when it's time at that 24-hour mark, they're automatically going to jogress into Omega Knight. Yep. And then what will happen is Grey War will remain in my backup spot, but my Guru Metal will Digivolve into him, is the way it's going to work. So then you could also, I've done it plenty of times myself, left the Digimon in storage and just raised a few different ones, using them over and over to jogress into different evolutions I want. One thing I highly recommend, no matter what, if you're using the app or not, no matter what with this, is know your Digimon requirements and evolutions. Unless you're going for a blind run-through, I highly recommend looking up your Digimon's requirements and knowing what you need for that. Humulos's site, humulos.com, I'll have it down in the description here, is everybody's holy book if you're a Digimon tamer. I honestly have it set as my default home screen on my phone. As soon as I turn on my internet browser, that's where it goes. I'm on there constantly. You look at my search history, it is the most frequented site I go to. I am constantly there planning evolutions. Digi-Dude has it set on his tablet, planning his evolutions, right, buddy?
Yup.
And we are constantly using it. It is the holy book of any tamer there. I just wanted to give a shout out and thank you, Humulos, for making that site, because I'm there so much. But go there, look up your requirements, plan out your evolutions, because it is highly, highly recommended, because it is helpful for your trophies, which is what I'm getting into. If you know that your adult level Digimon requires 8 trophies to Digivolve into, child level Digimon to Digivolve into an adult level requires 8 trophies. At the max you can get from your Digimon is 8 trophies on the vital value. 9 trophies, actually. Because you have your hard missions, and then you have your normal mission. Your normal mission you get 1 trophy from. Each one of your hard missions you can get 2 from each of the 4 different types. And for a total of 9 in total. But not everybody gets 2 every time. I don't get 2 every time I do one of them. A lot of times I get 1. It is possible to get 0, though, if you don't put in enough effort. I will admit that. And then
You gotta put effort.
You gotta put in some effort. So what I recommend is that if you know you need 1 more or 2 more trophies for your Digimon to Digivolve into its evolution, but it's early in that day, it's going to Digivolve, and it's going to Digivolve later in the day, I highly recommend just doing those 2 trophies. Just getting those 2 trophies. Because your trophies reset at the end of a 24-hour period. So, it doesn't reset with evolutions. So you're going to have those trophies carry over for your next Digimon is basically the idea that I'm getting at. I personally do it constantly. I plan out my evolutions. I know I only need these many trophies to Digivolve. I'm only going to be able to get these many trophies throughout the day. So I will save them if I'm Digivolving if I'm already an adult level and I've already meet all my requirements to go into perfect level and I know I'm going to Digivolve that day. I will save them so that when I do Digivolve into that perfect level, I can use them towards my ultimate level then. That is a big recommendation I have for you. You can also get special missions from the app and put them on your Vital Bracelet there to get more trophies. Each one of the special missions give you 3 trophies. The only ones I ever do are the battle ones because they're the easiest ones to get. They're the easiest ones to win. There's one that you have to walk a certain amount of distance, and then there's one that you need to get a certain amount of vital values, all within an hour. Every one of them is within an hour. And doing the battles are easy. There's one that you can battle 6 Digimon. You have to have 6 wins in that hour period, and then you get your 3 trophies. And then there's one that you have to have 10 battles within the hour period, and you get your 3 trophies. So that's an easy way to get trophies also. You can keep on putting those on your Digimon and doing them there. So, with that is really all I have to say about the Vital Bracelet and its trophies and its requirements and everything you really need to know to get you started and get you working to be the most efficient with it so far. There are lots of things I didn't cover about the actual product itself, but all I'm really here to do is tell you guys how to use it the best. So you guys can have as many Digimon as you want and raise them as most efficiently as you can. Right, Devi Dude?
Yeah!
Now, you know what time it is? Digi-Duel time! Today's Digi-Duel is from Daniel Dijin's Junk Room. I'm sorry for butchering that there, Daniel. I'm not sure how to actually pronounce that word there. But he sent us a super awesome challenge of Godramon and Ancient Murmamon there. 2 awesome legendary Digimon. I think we're only going to have time to do one battle right now, which it's going to be Godramon. And he is challenged my Platinum Numemon. Alright guys, let's get this battle going. Alright, here we go. Platinum Numemon versus Godramon. And we're doing an X battle, and he's doing a Z battle. X and Z. Ooh, Platinum Numemon is not doing well this time around. Awesome close-up, though.
Are we winning or is he winning?
He is currently winning, bud.
Win!
Oh, he dodged that move.
Let's win! Let us win!
Giant poopy! Ah!
He destroyed us?
He beat our Platinum Numemon! We have not been winning our Digi-Duels lately, bud. Which is bad for us, but awesome for you guys. Honestly, I'm happy to see you guys win. Thank you so much for sending us that challenge. If you guys want to be featured on Digi-Duels, make sure you send us a Alpha Terminal code. Send us a picture of your Digimon or a video. Honestly, no matter what you guys are running, I'll have something to battle it with. If it's me, Devi Dude, we always have something running here. And if you guys like this type of content, if you guys love Digimon, make sure you Giga Blast that like button down below.
Touch a view with the subscribe button down below.
Alright guys, that's going to be it from us today. I hope you found this video helpful. Please comment down below if you have any other questions, anything I didn't cover that you want to know. I'm more than happy to help. There's lots to talk about, and there's only so much time. So with that, from me, my family, to you, have a Digitastic day!